This video is a seated weights class. All you need for this is a chair, a body, and 2 light weights. And you're going to come to a comfortable seat on that chair. Make sure the chair is stable. You're going to sit yourself down and have your back up against the support on the back of the chair. Have your feet hip width apart or as wide as the chair, and have those knees bent. So I don't want you to have your feet underneath. I don't want you to have them out in front of you. Just have them at that 90-degree angle so that you are grounded through those feet. Good. And get rid of these for now. I'm just going to pop them down there, because before we do any exercise, we need to do a warm-up. And as we're sitting down, it's going to be mainly upper body today. The first thing we need to do is get our joints moving. So rotate through those arms. What we're doing here is rotating through the shoulders. We're bringing them back. It's like we're doing a double backstroke, that double butterfly backstroke, lifting those arms up overhead and circling them. Now, you can rest your back against that seat if you want to. I've got my body upright. I'm not leaning forwards. I'm going to turn this sideways so you can see. Knees over ankles. There you go. And my back is supported by bracing through my core. You can sit back in that chair if you want to. Good. Other directions. And now we're doing a proper butterfly here. So rotating through those shoulders, forwards. Good. And relax those shoulders down. Just rotate through the joints. This is going to start to get a bit fatiguing, because having your arms up above your head can be tiring. Nice. Bring your arms down by your side and just shrug your shoulders up. Let them drop down. Shrug them up and let them drop down. Let's do that 2 more times. So shrugging them up, you can use an inhale here and exhale. Drop them down. Last one. Shrugging and dropping. Nice. Hands onto your shoulders. We're going to start to twist through the torso. I'm going to shuffle myself a little bit forwards on the chair. See how I'm making sure my knees are over my ankles. Hands on shoulders, wrists are relaxed here. And you're going to move those shoulders from side to side. Now, the hips are fixed, so the hips stay where they are. Keep your neck in line with your spine, so the whole of the upper body moves. Chin is parallel to the ground, so we're not looking up, we're not looking down. We've just got our head in line, and we're moving side to side. This is going to bring some movement all the way down that spine, nice and gentle. Lovely way to just get some joint juice stimulated in those joints. Joint juice, a synovial fluid. I call it joint juice. Synovial fluid, which is stimulated in the joints by movement. So this is why it's important to move your joints. Otherwise, they won't be healthy. You keep them healthy by moving them. Good. Lovely. Bring your arms down. We're going to do that lifting and lowering. Again, you can support yourself with the chair if you want to for this one, because that core might be getting a little bit fatigued supporting you. Inhale, lift your shoulders. Exhale, drop them. We're just going to do this 4 times. Looking out to the horizon, inhaling, lifting your shoulders, and exhaling, dropping down. And again. Inhale, lift, and exhale, drop. Last one. Inhale, lift, and exhale, drop. So you ideally want to have 1 weight in each hand, and you can get those weights that you attach around your wrists. They have like Velcro on them. Are really good if you have trouble gripping. But to be honest, if you're able to grip, I would say grip, because gripping keeps your grip strength strong. You know, if you don't use it, you lose it. So let's reset ourselves in our strong position with our heels aligned under our knees. Lift those shoulders up, back and down, and start with those weights on your knees. You're going to lift one weight up towards the shoulder and bring it down, and then lift the other one and bring it down. So this is bicep curl. Nice and slow, nice and simple. And see how my elbow stays where it is. I'm resting those weights on my knees between the repetitions, just doing one at a time. If you need to lean back on that chair, you can for a little while, but then lift yourself back up again and use your core. So shoulders are relaxed and you're lifting and lowering these weights. Now, the other thing that you need to be aware of here, apart from the fact that that elbow doesn't move, that upper arm stays where it is that you keep your wrists neutral. So wrists are not moving at all. You've got a really good solid grip on that weight and you're just lifting it and lowering it. Good, so a little bit of core strength needed here to keep yourself upright. We're going to do 2 more like that. Last one. And stop. Good. Roll those shoulders up, back and down. So there we were working the biceps. That's the front of the arm. This muscle, this one here. Now we're going to work, we're going to work the opposite muscle, which is the triceps. That's the back of the arm. This one here. These are our pulling muscles. It's a bit of overhead work here. So if you do need to support yourself by leaning against the chair, you can, but make sure your bum is right up against the back of the chair. In fact, this is an ideal chair because I can just scooch my bum in there. We're going to hold one weight here on our knees, just like we had before. Actually, I'm going to show you on this hand first. This hand stays where it is. This hand is going to reach up overhead and come down behind you. So reach up and bring it down behind you. Now see how my elbow stays where it is. Again, it's just that lower arm that is working. You're bringing that weight down behind your head. I'm just going to show you on the other side so you can see. Always in control of that weight, not just dropping it down. Arm up and bring that weight down behind you. Bring it back up again. Your neck stays where it is. Good. The backs of the arms. We're just going to do 4 on each side. That was the introduction. I'm going to show you again. Lift up. Just 4 here. So try not to allow that elbow to move. This is hard. A bit of core strength needed here as well. 1 more. Bring it down with control and then to the other side. So tricep, overhead, extension. See how my wrists are neutral? The wrists are not moving at all. I'm really isolating those triceps at the back of the arm. Well done. Roll those shoulders up, back and down. And we're going to move on to some overhead work. The overhead work is going to work the shoulders. So on the shoulder, you have this big, lovely ball here, shoulder boulders, they call them. Excuse me. It's called the deltoid muscle. And there are 3 parts to it. There's the front, the middle, and the back. And because the shoulder is so complicated, does so many different things, does so many different movements, you need to do a lot of different movements to work the shoulders. But I'm only going to show you one today. I'm only going to show you the simplest one, which is an overhead press. Again, we're going to do 1 arm at a time. Make sure those feet are flat on the floor. Lift up through your chest, but switch your core on. And you're just going to lift that weight up overhead. and bring it back down again with control. So the elbow comes down to the front and bring it down. Lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering. Good. So when I was recovering from my hip replacement, I had a couple of weights that sat on the sofa. And so during the days, like really early days, when I found myself sitting on the sofa and I felt like I needed to do something, I would pick up one dumbbell and just do this overhead. So if you are recovering from orthopedic surgery, if you are unable to use your lower body, you don't want to let everything else stop working as well. Having strong shoulders, reaching up overhead is really important for you. Good. And it'll help with your core strength as well. Beautiful. Let's do two more. Up and over. And up and over. And back down again. Really well done. Now we're going to go through all those exercises again, just one more time, just so that you've got a good follow along video here, about 20 minutes long for you. So we're going to start with our bicep curls. Bicep, curl, elbow stays under shoulder, weight starts from the thigh and goes up towards the shoulder as far as it can go without forcing it, lifting and lowering with control. The rest of the body is still. Knees are aligned over ankles. Chin is parallel to the ground. If you need to lean against the chair to support yourself, you can, but I encourage you to really use that core to bring yourself away from the chair. So I can feel the back of the chair. It's there if I need to take a break in my core. But I'm not leaning against it at this point in time. Right, one more on each side. Lovely. Take a break. So that was the biceps, fronts of the arms. We're now going to work the triceps. So we're going to get rid of one weight for this one. And you're going to hold that weight in two hands. And you can lean against the chair if you need to. Bring your arms up overhead and then bring the weight down behind you. Try not to flare the elbows out. Good. The other thing you want to do is keep the neck where it is. You want to actually bend those elbows so that they go behind you. So I'm squeezing my elbows together, keeping my head here. Good. I'm leaning against the back of the chair here actually so that the core is supported, right? And then I'm pulling my belly button towards my spine. So tricep extensions. Keep squeezing those elbows in and lift. Let's do two more of those. Last one. Good. And then bring that weight down in front of you. Really well done. We're going to do one more set of the shoulder presses, but we're going to use just one dumbbell this time. So shoulder press, have your elbows at the front. And this is for safety, because if your weight is really close to your body, you've got all sorts of things to catch on the way up. My nose sticks out quite a lot, and I have done it. I have hit myself with weights before, not very nice. So bring your elbows to the front of your body so that your face is safe. Hold on to those weights. You can lean against the chair if you're getting fatigued, and just lift that weight overhead and bring it back down again. Simple, simple. Lifting and lowering with control. Lovely bit of shoulder work here. Good. lifting and lowering. You can inhale as you come up and exhale as you come down. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's do 2 more. I know, I'm sitting down and I'm lifting a very light weight overhead. My shoulders are starting to burn. Lovely. So let's get rid of that weight. So as with the warm-up being really important, cool down, very important as well. Don't skip the cool down. Don't skip the warm-up and don't skip the cool down. I'm pointing my finger at you. Right, so think about all the muscles that we worked. So we worked the biceps, that's the front of the arm. We need to stretch those biceps. Let's do them one at a time. So you're going to start by reaching your arm out, palm is up. The other hand is going to push down onto the fingers. The wrist will bend backwards as well. Just hold it there. That's going to stretch through the inside of the arm. That lovely bicep. Getting a stretch. With any stretch, you need to hold it for a period of time. So sitting still, not one of my strong points. But just focus on that lovely stretch in the front of the arm. Enjoy it. Good. Oh, shake those arms out. Let's do the other side. So reach out in front of you. Inhale. Hand comes down and pushes against the other one. Pushing that wrist backwards, pushing on the insides of the fingers. Bringing that beautiful stretch in those lovely bicep muscles, which makes your arms look really strong and help you out in the world. Good. Shake it out. We're going to stretch the triceps. That's the back of the arm. In order to do that, you need to lift that arm up overhead. Bring it down behind you. Other hand comes up and over and takes a hold of the elbow. We inhale, and as we exhale, we try and reach that arm over a little bit more. Now, careful that your head isn't coming forward. You're not rounding through your back here. You can push your head against that arm if that happens. And I'm feeling a stretch all the way into that upper back as well. Good. Let's open the arms out. Swap over to the other side. So the other arm comes up and over behind you. Take a hold of the elbow and pull it. Just going to turn this to the side so you can see what I'm doing, because this hand is on the elbow. That's it. Oh. And that head is not getting pushed forwards. Nice. Okay, bring those arms out. Shoulders. We did some general shoulder work, so let's stretch those shoulders. So stay grounded. Reach both arms out. You can bring one arm across the body. The other arm comes up and over above the elbow. We just hold. So we're reaching across the body with the arm. It's giving us a nice stretch in the shoulder. Again, you can be supported by that chair if you want to. You might be fatigued. So make sure you're not leaning forwards here. Keep your chest high. Big inhales through your nose and big exhales through your mouth. And open those arms out. Do the other side. So reach the other arm across the body. Hook the other arm above the elbow and just hold that stretch. This is good for anybody. You don't have to be a senior. You don't have to be a seated person and unable to walk. You can do this exercise as a recovery day. I feel like I've done a little bit of a workout and I'm on a recovery day at the moment because I need a lot of days to recover. I'm just finding as the years go by, I need more days to recover. Lovely. So roll those shoulders up, back and down, and we're going to do what we did at the beginning, which is to bring those hands onto the shoulders and shuffle yourself so that you're just at the front of your seat. Make sure you don't come off of it. Heels under, knees, and we're going to do that lovely torso twist from side to side. So good to keep that upper back mobile all the way down into the lower back. Hips are fixed, neck in line with spine. We can be a little bit more vigorous now with this because we're warm. And if you sit at a desk during the day, you can do this throughout your day. It doesn't cost anything. You don't even need to move. I mean, I would encourage you to get up out of your desk, off your chair and walk around. But, you know, if you're busy and maybe you're having a moment where you're thinking through how are you going to word that email or something, just shuffle to the end of your chair, roll your shoulders up, back and down, and bring your hands onto your shoulders and just move from side to side. You're probably saying, yeah, it's great when I'm working from home, but what about when I'm in the office? Everyone will think I'm a lunatic. They might think you're a lunatic, but if you do it, people see you doing it, they'll probably start doing it too. So it's a really good exercise for office workers to keep your spine mobile and healthy. Nice. Okay, so roll those shoulders up, back and down. And we're done. So really well done. If you have any questions, I am a PT, I'm a yoga teacher, I'm a massage therapist. My name is Sarah Neale. My name is Positive Energy Lifestyle. This is my studio called Haven. It's my little home studio. It's my second bedroom. And I teach yoga classes on a Tuesday and a Thursday morning at 7:30. A dumbbells class, slightly more vigorous than this one, and you stand up and you get up and down off the floor. Tuesday and Thursday at 8:15, and I also do a foam rolling class on a Tuesday and a Thursday at 9 o'clock. All of those half-an-hour classes, all of them £3 each. Really affordable. Have got any physical issues that stop you from being able to exercise? I just want to encourage you that there are ways around it. You just need to have a little think about it. Now, chances are if you have had surgery or an injury that you might have had some physiotherapy, and I would encourage you to do your physiotherapy exercises. The problem with physiotherapy exercises is they are boring. It's like you do one thing with your leg or you do one thing with your arm, really boring. And that's why people don't do them. It's really hard. But actually, doing those exercises is a really important part of your rehab. So I would encourage you to keep up with them. And over time, you will get yourself stronger. Once the physiotherapist has signed you off to exercise, I would then encourage you to employ a personal trainer. So to find someone who can be your ally on your recovery journey. It's what I did. It's why I became a personal trainer. I had ACL reconstruction surgery in this lovely left knee in 2016. And I was still hobbling on a stick a few months later, mainly because of confidence. And I hobbled into a gym and said to a personal trainer, make me strong. And he did exactly that. He didn't do anything groundbreaking. He got me lifting heavy weights. He made sure I was doing it with good form. And I did the work of being consistent, you know, of turning up and doing the exercise, which is your part to play. My part is the technical side, your part is the consistency. And so we meet and get you fitter and stronger. I do in-person training, so I do 1-to-1. I can also do 1-to-2 training. There's enough space in here for 3 people. I also do online coaching and training. So get in touch if you have any questions or if I can help you in any way. So thank you very much for watching.